How to Love with Intention. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to be using the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, and we're going to be doing a specific tarot spread for How to Love with Intention. It's going to first, we're going to ask how you show up in relationships. I'm reading off the paper here. Your desire, what you seek in a relationship, the path of attraction, and the potential outcome. So, number three is the path of attraction is what's blocking you. Um, the path of attraction was blocked, reroute. It was obvious Gina was not going to attract love. Okay, so this could show, depending on what you get, it could show what's blocking you or how you can attract it. Okay, so let's get into it. I have my little sign. We're going to be going through all the signs, Aries to Pisces. So I got my little board here, my little sign here. Yeah, so let me just set that up. How y'all doing? Where y'all at? Hopefully you'll get notified. I'll have my little board here, but I'm also gonna put the timestamps up. So for everybody out there, I will also put the timestamps up. So no worries here. All right. Oh, actually, we're going to do it the opposite way. Where y'all at in the world? I'm trying to write this backwards. I don't know if you'll be able to read it. Yes. All right. So we got the Aries crew in the house. Let's do this. Hey there. Got notified. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna start out with the Aries crew, and I will pull a tarot card for the other person's feelings as well. But I'm gonna be reading off the script here. So first things first, we're gonna see how does the Aries show up in a relationship. Who are you in a relationship? What your desires, the path of attraction, and the potential outcome here. Okay, so, no, I'm sorry, we gotta do Aries to Pisces, Reaction King. You can always come back later when the timestamps are up. Okay, so Aries, first and foremost, we're pulling 4 cards, and then I will pull a card for how your other person feels. So who are you in a relationship? Okay, so we have perseverance. Oh, wow. I feel like as this is who you are in a relationship, I feel like you're somebody who perseveres, who pushes through. I feel like you don't shy away from things in a relationship for the Aries crew. Number 2, we're going in order here, is your desire, what you seek. What do the Aries seek in a relationship? What does the Aries seek in a relationship here? Now, this is a general reading. Roles can be reversed, so remember that. You may or may not relate. Whoa, okay, that one went flying. Trickery, I don't like that. So, we have the heart chakra. So, I have no idea what you're saying there, but hi. Trickery in a relationship. This is saying your desires are what you seek. So I feel like this is saying, Aries, I feel like sometimes you could play games in relationships. The thing that I know about the Aries crew is that you tend to kind of like a little bit of detachment in a relationship. Of course, remember, this is a general reading. Some of you guys could have some wounds here, who maybe you attract people who are deceptive, all right? I feel like some of you guys could potentially attract people who are game players. Okay, so let's see here. Now, number 3 is the path of attraction. We have mysticism. These are all the chakras. So this is the heart chakra. This is the sacral chakra, and this is, if I remember here, the purple I think is third eye chakra. I have to look. Sacral chakra, brow chakra. So this is, the brow chakra is the third eye chakra. Mysticism. So I feel like with you, the way that you, the path of attraction for you, I feel like, is leaving things up to divine timing with mysticism here. It's almost like there's some kind of magic at play when it comes to how you attract someone. And I feel like it takes that for you to be interested in someone here. Denmark, what you come from. Hi, May. Now, number 4 is the potential outcome. So I feel like some of you guys could potentially attract people who are game players, or you could potentially play games at first, Aries here. I don't really know why we have trickery. What I'm picking up on is because the Aries that I know potentially like people who are somewhat unavailable. It's like you want somebody, it's like you want to be in charge because you have that emperor, you're the emperor, like you want to be in charge, but you also want to be elusive. So I don't know. I don't know how that makes sense. All right, number 4, we have the potential outcome for your relationship. This is good. This is passion. So if you're leaving things up to fate, you know, there's a little bit of mysticism in relationships for you. Could potentially lead you to some passion. Now, I feel like there is some room for improvement here, especially since we have trickery. That could be trauma. Some of you guys subconsciously could be still attracting your trauma. Let's see what we're gonna. Hi, May, I see you there. So now I'm gonna pull what the other person is thinking. So because we want to get a card about the other person. It wouldn't be all signs without knowing what they're feeling. So the person, think of a person on your mind, the person on your mind. What is this person thinking right now? The person on Aries' mind. Wow, that card went flying. It came out in reverse. I think this person isn't feeling so good about themselves right now. The Empress in reverse, to me, would suggest that they feel as though they're not able to make something happen here. They could potentially be having self-worth issues. This is Taurus energy. So yes, this person's not feeling in their power. They could be feeling a little bit self-conscious. They're not in their Empress energy right now. Let me get one more card. Why the Empress in reverse for how this person feels? The outcome is passion here. So 7, this person's slightly confused. So the person on your mind, the 7 of Cups doesn't always mean that they're dating around. It could obviously potentially be that they're dating around because they don't feel good about themselves. And, you know, sometimes people who have a lot of different people that they talk to do it because they have a low sense of self-worth. I'm not necessarily picking up on that there. I'm picking up on somebody who hasn't chosen what they want in life. They could potentially be overwhelmed. The 7 of Cups talks about choosing the right path for yourself. And sometimes it means focusing on something other than a relationship. So I feel like this person's a little confused right now. Okay. All right. So my setup here is not perfect. So I am going to be putting up the timestamps. Readings here. So feel free to come back later when I have the timestamps up. Time warp. Time warp. Okay, so, we are now moving on to the Taurus crew. How y'all doing? I want to thank all you guys out there. My channel has finally reached 1,000 subscribers. Yay! So at this point in time, it's really important for me to get the views up. So let me know in the comments, what kind of videos do you guys want to see? What do we want to see? I think I need to use the red marker because the blue one just is staining out here. Oh my good. Oh my good. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. Do you want to see more all signs? Okay, Taurus crew. All right, so for the Taurus crew, we have a special tarot spread we're doing. So the first question we're going to be asking here for the Taurus crew is who are you in a relationship? How do you show up as in a relationship? May says I feel stressed. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling that way. Okay, so who are you in a relationship, Taurus crew? heart chakra. For some reason, the grief is showing up. I don't really understand why that's showing up. The grief, heart chakra. So I feel like potentially you could maybe be getting into relationships before you're ready. Some of you guys could have a tendency to get into relationships quickly and still be grieving the old relationship. Some of you could be rebounding here. That's not for all of you, obviously. I feel like you're kind of showing up wounded in relationships. Like maybe your heart is shattered. I'm kind of picking up on the 9 of Wands energy with this grief card. Like I've really been through it. And the only thing that I can think is that Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus is that you guys give a lot of your love to relationships and you don't always get it back in the same manner. So I could potentially, you should showing up in a relationship like, oh, am I going to get hurt again? Or like the wounded warrior. What do you seek in a relationship? What does a Taurus group seek in a relationship? We have the solar plexus chakra. I feel like you definitely want somebody. Now I'm seeing this as one of two ways, because some of you guys are homebodies and you're either looking for somebody who could be a homebody with you, or potentially somebody who could invite you out of your comfort zone. Okay, because in this is like somebody who is like wasting away on the couch, isn't, you know, going out there and getting into things. So I think what you really desire is somebody here who helps you get outside that comfort zone. Somebody who potentially will be okay with having nights in with you on the couch, but also pull you out of that funk. Number 3, the path of attraction for the Taurus crew. The path of attraction. Oh, wow. This, I don't know if this is going to make sense for any of you guys. So this is the sacral chakra. The path of attraction. Guilt. I don't really know. I'm going to have to pull a tarot card on that one. Why do we have guilt here for the Taurus crew path of attraction? The star. Okay. Interesting. I feel like some of you guys could potentially feel as though you give up, like, how am I going to put this? Like the people that you're attracted to are people who aren't afraid to go after what they want. Because in this card we have guilt. You know, there's somebody here who is like codependently taking care of somebody. There is like, so I feel like that's something that you definitely want. Everybody wants someone to take care of them. But here, because we have the star card clarifying, that to me would suggest somebody who isn't afraid to go after what they want, who is, you know, maybe not stuck in those codependent paradigms. Somebody who isn't stuck in the codependent paradigms, somebody who goes after their dreams, somebody who is healed here from their trauma. Definitely, because I feel like if you show up as somebody who is a wounded warrior in a relationship, you're definitely going to seek somebody who helps you heal that codependent paradigm, helps you heal the trauma that you have. All right, number 4 is the potential outcome. And we'll pull their feelings as well. You're at an impasse. So I feel like this is reading the current situation wherever you are. Whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, whatever, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Taurus, you could be at an impasse, not sure which way to take, not sure which direction to go, and having to make a head over heart decision here. So let's see what, think of a person, and we're going to pull their feelings. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, let's pull the feelings for the Taurus crew, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This person, so their feelings, I feel like this person thinks that you're attractive. Give me more. Queen of Wands. I feel like they're trying to stand in their power here. The Queen of Wands is somebody who really goes after what they want. Yeah, so I'm really heavily picking up on somebody here who goes after what they want, especially because we have the Star card, Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So this person is thinking, they're thinking about themselves right now. They're thinking about their priorities and their goals. It's not necessarily saying anything about a relationship. That could potentially be why you're at an impasse here with this person, because they're prioritizing other things and maybe they're not prioritizing the relationship so much. Okay, and we also, I feel like whenever we see an animal on the card, I always pull attention to it. So you guys could, there could be a snake. Someone could have a snake. This also represents change. So I feel like because we are in the Venus and Mercury retrograde, you could be undergoing a change right now in your relationship sector. Okay, that one was a little confusing for me. I'm not gonna lie. So let's move on to Gemini. Gemini. I have Gemini in my Vedic chart. How many of you guys look at your Vedic chart? My Vedic chart is different than obviously it's different. Some people's Vedic chart is the same as their Western, their tropical, and mine's completely different. Every single one of my signs have been moved over. So instead of Pisces sun, I have Aquarius sun. Instead of Cancer rising, I have Gemini. All right, so for the Gemini, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, we have cards popping out already. It's ready to talk. Gemini has the gift of gab, so I'm not surprised. Number one, who are you in a relationship? How does the Gemini crew show up? Perception. Okay. We have the heart chakra. I feel like because this is perception here and it's the heart chakra, I feel like you have to me, it seems like you have an open mind and you're willing to see other people's perception. I feel like you understand that people perceive you differently, that everyone perceives people and things differently in a relationship. So it's a very open-minded perception that I'm picking up on here. Perception, perspective. Number two, your desires, what you seek. Let's see if this makes sense because the last one didn't. Oh, Gemini, what do you... This does make sense. This is sacral chakra. I definitely feel like some of you guys out there, your love language could be acts of service. For the Gemini crew, you could potentially like acts of service in relationship seeking. Either you're seeking that for yourself or that's what you offer. Number three, the path of attraction. The path of attraction. Soulmate. Wow. I think, I feel like most people are seeking a soulmate, but for you guys, I think you're definitely Gemini. What attracts you is somebody who feels like they're a soul connect. Like it's a genuine connection that you're seeking here. Soulmate. Somebody maybe who is also very spiritual. All right, let's see what the potential outcome is here, and then we'll get their feelings. I had ginseng tea, so I'm a little jittery. Whoa. So the outcome here is self-worth. I feel like you're going to choose yourself in this relationship, okay? So it's not necessarily saying you're going to be together, you're not going to be together. I feel like what you're going to do is what's best for yourself with the sacral chakra. So if this relationship if this is a soulmate connection that you're in that aligns with your higher self, then it looks like you're going to be choosing that. But 100% self-worth, choosing yourself, and not giving in to other people, what other people want. This looks really good actually as the outcome. So we're going to pull the other person's feelings. The other person's feelings. Think of a person, the person on Gemini's mind. Let's see, how are they feeling right now? Oh, okay, so we have, give me one more card on how this person is feeling. All right, so I feel like this person is definitely holding back. Some of you guys, this person is holding back because they want to get their way. And I feel like some of you guys could have to stand in your power, could have to put up boundaries with someone in a relationship here. I think that's why the self-worth card is coming out. You know, if you think that this person is your soulmate, it doesn't matter what type of relationship you have. You can't let someone steamroll you here. You still have to put up your boundaries. But yeah, there could be somebody here who's kind of playing games of control, who's trying to get their way by being somewhat manipulative, or I'm almost picking up on like somebody who is really crafty with the way that they text. So, but yeah, their feelings is that they're holding back because they want to get their way. At the end of the day, okay, Gemini. Cancer is next. Cancer, Sun, Venus. If you know your Vedic sign, you can look at your Vedic sign. Because these are general readings, I do recommend looking at all the placements because it's general. So this will give you a more rounded horoscope. And if you are into astrology, the astrologers, we usually say to look at whatever your rising sign is, and you can look that up on the internet, in the interweb. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so first and foremost, how do you show up in a relationship? How does the Cancer show up in a relationship? Let's see if it makes sense. Oh, well, this was a lot. This was a lot. Giving me floor cards here. Okay, so we're going to do that over for the Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How does the Cancer show up in a relationship? Hello, Christopher. Hello. Yes, and once again, I'll put the timestamps up later, as I know I have this sign. All right, how does the Cancer show up in a relationship? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How do y'all show up? Let me know in the comments if this relates to you. This is a unique type of reading, so we'll see. Oh, I feel like you guys are trying to put your best foot forward. We have facade here. The way that I see that is I feel like Cancers, you guys could feel as though you have to put up a mask. I feel this could come from a place of insecurity where you have to kind of hide your flaws to show up as somebody else. So some of you guys could be insecure and maybe try and hide your flaws when you first meet someone. And what does the Cancer seek? What do they desire in a relationship? Let's see here. Ooh, forgiveness. I feel like you definitely want somebody who's going to forgive you easily, somebody who is going to forgive your flaws, especially if you're vulnerable and when you first meet someone or when you're in a relationship, you don't want them to see all the messy stuff. So you want somebody who is going to forgive the messiness, somebody who is going to make you feel good about, you know, the messy, crazy parts of yourself. Somebody who's gentle and easily forgiving of those things. That makes sense to me, actually. I feel like we all seek that. And number 3, the path of attraction. Christopher says that's me. I think everybody wears a mask a little bit in relationships. Unless it's a super long relationship, a long term, then you're probably, there's no way to hide who you are in a relationship that you've been in for a long time. I knew it. Insecurity. So number 3, the path of attraction. So I feel like you're definitely looking for somebody who makes you feel good and who helps with your insecurities, right? Somebody here who is not going to make you feel insecure, because I feel like you already show up insecure. You already show up trying to hide your flaws. So somebody who doesn't make you feel bad about your insecurities, somebody here who doesn't make you feel insecure, 100%. And I feel like we're all kind of seeking that. And this is like on a deep subconscious level. You don't want somebody who makes you feel bad about your flaws, just straight up. Okay, so number 4, potential outcome and we'll get into what the person feels. What is the outcome here? Ah, that one. I'm so glad it didn't land on the floor. We have a quest. Some of you guys could be going on a long distance trip, or this is the throat chakra. This is the root chakra. This is the brow chakra, the third eye chakra, and the throat chakra. So the way that I see this, some of you guys could literally be traveling for a relationship. If not that, it's just that this is a quest for you to learn how to communicate with somebody here. So learning how to communicate, potentially going on a journey or a trip here. How does this person feel about Cancer? The person on their mind, how do they feel? How does this person feel? Let's get, I want to get a jumper. Something that's going to fly out. Ooh! So, oh, okay. I think this person, we have a lot of cards coming out, so I'm just going to take one. The first card is the Ten of Pentacles. This person, I would be careful. I think this person sees that this relationship could be good for their bank account. I'm not going to lie. I think they see that this relationship could be very stable, that together there could be some kind of stable income. The Ten of Pentacles, that to me has long-term stability. So Cancer, I feel like this person sees the potential in this relationship with you, the potential to go the distance. They could even potentially see that this could lead to living together or, you know, marriage or something like that. So now this is a general reading, so it might not apply to all of you. But for those of you who this is, you know, this is relating to you, this person sees this as a long-term thing, potentially. I would be mindful that this person isn't superficial, that they're seeing that you're their money ticket, okay? I would be careful because the other side of the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles is that they see you as like the money ticket, like a gold digger. But it's not in reverse here. I definitely feel, though, they think that this is going to be good for them long term. Okay, so let's move on to the next sign. I have allergies. I didn't take my pill. This always happens. I don't know why I do it to myself. All right, so that was the Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Remember, these are general readings. Roles can be reversed. Check all of your placements. And now we're doing the Leo, for which I don't have any Leo in my chart, like almost none. Can you tell that that's an O? I mean, we all have every sign in our chart. I don't know if you guys know that, but if you look up your natal chart, you have every sign in there. But I don't have any planets in Leo. That's usually how we say that. You're also a Gemini. Oh, cool. All right. I have my Gemini rising. Yes, that would mean more than likely your Vedic astrology, your rising or your sun sign could potentially be in Cancer, Christopher. So it might be in Cancer in Vedic. All right. So for the Leo, let's see how does the Leo show up in relationship? I feel like I know already. How do Leos show up in a relationship? How do Leos show up in a relationship? Oh, discovery. All right. I feel like you show up with a sense of discovery. Root chakra, you could show up just kind of excited and ready to see where things go. Like, this is exciting. I can't wait to discover this person, to find out who they are. It's really a good way to be in relationships. Like, you're down to explore. You're down to do things. You're down to see if you're compatible with this person and go on dates and do different things. Number 2, what do you seek? What are you attracted to? We have self-worth came out automatically. So I feel like you're attracted to people who have a strong sense of themselves, people who have good boundaries, people who have, like, and I'm going to say this, people who have a strong sense of ego. So, and that's not egotistical, that's just people who value themselves, who value their worth. Leos are attracted to people with a high sense of self-worth. And this is going to be, we have the root chakra and the sacral chakra. Have a floor card. All right. Now, number 3, what is the path of attraction for the Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Hello there. I'm not sure what you're saying. All right. Quest. This kind of came out in reverse, but we're going to take it in the upright. So because you are already in this phase of discovery in a relationship, that's how you show up as. I feel like you're looking, the path of attraction for you is a relationship that's like a journey, a relationship where it's like an experience together. Some of you potentially, the path of attraction is somebody who's ready to explore with you, somebody who wants to travel with you. It's a quest. You want a quest, and that's going to be attractive to you, especially because, like I said before, you like to be, you in a relationship are somebody who likes to discover the other person. So a relationship that is like a quest. That's fun. I love that. So number 4 is going to be the outcome in this relationship. So wherever you are now, if you're not in a relationship, this is just going to be a general outcome, maybe for the next month or so in your love life. May or may not relate. These are general readings. Check your other placements. All right, what's the outcome here? What's the outcome? I want to get a jumper. Oh, okay, so we have a card on the floor. I don't like that. I want to shuffle again. So the outcome here is trickery. I'm going to pull a card for that. I'm going to pull a tarot card. Let's get a clarifier. Why is the outcome trickery? Why is the outcome trickery here for Leo? Some of you guys, be careful that somebody isn't playing games. Page of Pentacles. So the way that I see this, it's not a bad thing. The way that I see this in the outcome is that there's somebody here who's more into you than they're letting on. Okay, typically this is the heart chakra, so there could be somebody who maybe seems like they're playing games. You could have just met this person. There could be an age difference. They are more into you than they're letting on. Okay, that's kind of what I'm picking up on here. It's not a bad thing. And this could also be potentially how you're feeling. If you're attracting somebody who has a strong sense of self, they might not be somebody who gives away how they feel right away, and they kind of take their time. So they could be kind of like standoffish or not showing you all of their cards, mostly because they don't want to get hurt or they don't want to come off too needy. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm picking up on here. All right, think of a person and we'll see how they feel about you right now. We'll pull 2 cards to see how the person on your mind feels for the Leo. We have the World card and the 5 of Wands. Ooh. Some of you guys, there could be distance between you. If not, I feel like this person could think that this is over. Because there's some kind of, either this person feels as though there's somebody competing for your attention, or there's some arguments going on between the 2 of you and they could think that it's over. That's probably why the trickery is there. Now I'm picking up on, there could have been an argument where somebody ended things with you and that's not how they really feel. There's just an argument. So if it isn't that, this person could think that there's other people competing for your attention, or that there's some arguments between the 2 of you and they're not sure if this relationship is still ongoing. Okay, that I didn't expect that. But I mean, don't be deceived. This person is still interested. There's just some drama around this relationship, and I don't know if it's jealousy, if you got into an argument. It could be any and all of that for the Leo crew. If I know anything about the Leo crew, is that you guys are highly desirable. So there could be somebody who's just really jealous because you could get a lot of attention. All right, and I will be putting the timestamps up later. All right, who comes after Leo? Leo Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. I had to think about it. Virgo. I almost skipped and went all the way to Scorpio. Okay. Virgo. Can you read it? Can you read it? Ooh. Virgo. So, according to astrologers, Virgo, you guys could potentially end up in a relationship or rekindle something. Your astrology is the astrology is good for Virgos to potentially get into a relationship or something from now until April. So you guys let me know. All right, let's see. How does the Virgo crew show up in a relationship? How does the Virgo crew show up in a relationship? How does the Virgo crew show up in a relationship? Ah! All right. How does the Virgo crew show up in a relationship? Oh. Let's see. Oh, okay, prayer. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys show up. Some of you could give up because this is prayer. Some of you guys could show up in a relationship as somebody who's very religious, solar plexus chakra. But if it's not that, I just feel as though you guys are somebody who is anxious and who is afraid of rejection here. Some of you guys, if you're not religious, if you don't show up religious, I feel like you're kind of worried about rejection here. I'm getting anxious attacher for some of you guys. So what does the Virgo desire in a relationship? Somebody who's not afraid to share how they feel. You could also be, this is the throat chakra, so somebody here who's not afraid to express themselves. But also what I'm picking up on, some of you guys could like people who are sarcastic. I feel like sarcasm could comfort you here. And number 3, the path of attraction. The path of attraction. Path of attraction. All right, so we have a few cards coming out. We have recovery. This is third eye chakra. I feel like, I think that what you guys are seeking is somebody who is recovered from their trauma and somebody who makes you feel safe, okay? Definitely you don't want to be with somebody who hasn't healed from their past relationships, somebody who's ready to go, somebody who's not still attached. But the path to attraction, for you to attract someone, is to heal your trauma. Heal your trauma, heal your heartbreak, and that's going to be the key here, because there's a key on there. The key to you attracting somebody, if you're single right now, or if you're kind of on the outs with someone, is to heal yourself completely. Whatever it is that you have to work through, that's going to be the key here for you to attract love into your life. All right, what's the outcome? Let's see what, oh my God, we have a lot of cards that want to come out with that. I think there's going to be a complicated outcome. What's the outcome here for the Virgo? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Impatience. Third eye chakra. That's really not much of an outcome. Some of you guys, the outcome is here that you want to make things move faster. That could play a role in your relationship. Don't rush the process. If you guys are single or if you're on the outs with someone, don't rush the process. Take your time. Divine timing is at play here in your love life. Okay, so think of a person and we'll get 2 cards of how they feel. A person on Virgo's mind, how do they feel? How do they feel? I feel like this person is thinking about themselves right now. This person could be in sabotage mode. Why the 5 of Swords and how they feel? There could have been an argument between the 2 of you, and this person wants to, this person is in this mentality of, I need to win the argument. They may or may not be talking to you right now. Potentially, if you're single and you don't have anyone, this could be pulling past energy. Somebody here who is thinking of themselves and isn't communicating, but this could also be you here, okay? If you are single and you're not going out, then this is you kind of sabotaging your love life by not going out. But also, you know, if you're dealing with somebody, this is your energy. This is a Virgo energy. So I feel like this person is thinking about you, and if you aren't communicating with them, they're thinking about how they can win you over, how they can get back into communication with you, for some of you, okay? So because it's a general reading, I kind of have to throw out different paradigms of how it could be. All right, let's see. I tend to go through these rather quickly. Yeah! We are now on the Libra crew. How you all doing? Where y'all at? Libra. That's another sign where I don't really have any, I don't have that many planets in Libra. Not really. Okay. How does the Libra show up in relationships? How does the Libra show up in relationships? We have joy. I feel like you come off as somebody who is happy and self-regulating, which is really good. I've never met a Libra that I didn't like. You always kind of seem like you're non-confrontational, just happy. Happy-go-lucky. And that's the solar plexus chakra. What does the Libra seek and desire? What does the Libra release? Because you are in a place of happiness, I feel like you're definitely looking for a relationship that's like a release from stress and a release from burdens. You're definitely not the type to go after a relationship that makes you feel burdened or that makes you feel I feel like you're seeking an oasis here. You're seeking for a relationship to be a safe place and an oasis for you to continue to feel happy and joyful. And this is going to be the crown chakra. So that's your thoughts here. Okay, number 3, the path to attraction for the Libra crew. The path to attraction for the Libra. I already have something coming out here. Prayer. So I feel like this is a solar plexus chakra. Some of you guys, the way to your heart is through your stomach. I'm just going to put that out there. But also, I feel like you're seeking somebody who has the same level of spirituality as you, somebody who has the same belief systems, like you're vibrating on the same frequency, if that makes any sense. You want somebody who is more grounded and like-minded. And if you're religious, I feel like that's important to you, and you're seeking somebody who has the same beliefs or the same religion as you, potentially. But also, this is saying that getting closer to your higher power could help lead you to a relationship here. Okay, so for example, if you are somebody who prays or goes to church, you might start doing that again. If you're not the type to go to church or pray, if let's say your spiritual practice is meditation or yoga or going to the gym, whatever helps you maintain your relationship to the higher power, that is going to help you attract love into your life here. I hope that makes sense. All right, number 4 is the outcome. What is the outcome? And if you're single, this is just going to be like what is going to happen in general in your love life. Some of you guys are going to have abundance happen. So this to me is talking about work. Some of you guys could have a raise happen. But if it's not about you're going to get a raise, you're going to have more money, I feel like you could have a lot of good luck and fortune in your love life. So it could be a good time for you to meet a lot of people with abundance there. All right, let's see. The person on your mind, what are they thinking? The person on your mind, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? Okay, there's somebody who's missing you. So now this is interesting because your outcome is abundance, and the person, what they're coming from a place of lack. So if there is somebody who you haven't been seeing as much, you could potentially be seeing someone more, making more time. Let's say you've been working a lot. This is for somebody who's already talking. This is for Libras who are already talking to someone. If there's somebody who you are kind of talking to, they want to see you more. But if you're single, I feel like you stepping into a place of gratitude and not coming from a place of lack. I want you to do a law of assumption, okay? Tell yourself that you already have love and you will find it. Some of you are going to meet someone at work, okay? So there's a few different storylines I'm throwing out there. For the Libras who are loosely attached with someone, you need to spend more time with them. For those of you who are single, I want you to practice the law of assumption and not thinking that you're in lack, that you don't have love. Say that you already have it, okay? And be grateful for what you have. And number 3, some of you guys are going to be chasing the dollar. You're going to be making more money, and you could meet someone that way, or it's going to help build your confidence, okay? So those are for the different types of people who are in different types of scenario. One more card for what's on their mind. Oh, okay. So if you're single, the person who you're going to end up with is disappointed. Okay, if there is somebody that you have on your mind, if you're talking to someone, maybe your ex, there's somebody here who's sad, who's disappointed, who feels lonely, okay, and they're kind of hurting right now. They could even be a little bit depressed, okay? All right, moving on. Scorpio. Scorpio. How y'all doing out there? I will be putting the timestamps up, but we have my little sign here to help us navigate. Hope you all are doing well out there in the world. Scorpio. Oh boy. Okay. Or the Scorpio crew. No, I don't have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. All right. I don't think I have any placements in Scorpio. I have some placements in Saggy. All right. Let's get to it. Scorpio, how do you show up in a relationship? How does the Scorpio crew, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, how do you show up in relationships? Let's see. How do you show up in a relationship? Oh, this is actually Libra energy. So Scorpio, you show up as somebody who is level-headed or somebody who is very fair. This is the third eye chakra. So I feel like you show up as though you have a good head on your shoulder, like you have your emotions balanced, but you could also show up as somebody who's very fair. Number 2, what do you desire? What do you seek? What do you desire? What do you seek? What does the Scorpio desire? Mysticism. I feel like the Scorpio is seeking something that's magical, something that is like a soulmate connection, something that feels as though, you know, like you can believe in magic again. Do you believe in magic? I hope that makes sense. You're seeking something mystical, something magical, something that feels special, or something that feels like it's fated. Like fate brought you guys together. Like the universe has been conspiring to bring you together. I love that. Okay, and number 3 is the path of attraction for the Scorpio crew. The path of attraction. What is the path? What is the way to get there? Oh. Wisdom. The wisdom to know the difference. So this is really important because I feel like you healing your heart and you knowing when somebody is playing you for a fool and when someone is being genuine, and you learning from your past mistakes in relationship is what's going to lead you to a better relationship, or a relationship in general if you're single. Okay, number 4, what's the outcome? What's the outcome? What's the outcome for Scorpio and whoever is on their mind or their dating life in general? Let's see. Oh! Some of you guys are ending a relationship and starting a new one. Completion. This is the sacral chakra. So, now if you're in a relationship and you're not ending the relationship, I feel like this is kind of saying that you could be ending a dark period in your relationship. Some of you guys are getting over a relationship, are ending a relationship, or are completing a rough patch in your relationship. All right, let's see here. Now, Venus and Mercury is in retrograde, so potentially new things happening. Let's see what this person on your mind is thinking for the Scorpio. The Magician in reverse. Some of you guys feel now if you're not thinking of anyone, then this could potentially be saying either the person on your mind feels as though they can't manifest love, or this is how you feel. If you're not thinking about anyone, you're completely single, you could potentially be feeling as though you're not able to make something happen, or somebody's feeling that way about you. Now, if you're on the cusp of a breakup, it would make sense that somebody feels as though they can't make something work with you. Potentially also somebody here could be thinking, could be potentially manipulative or trying to be manipulating to get something to work in their favor. In which case you're going to have to use your wisdom to know if this is the right situation for you. One more card on their feelings, this person's feelings. 8 of Wands. For some of you guys, somebody might want to see you if it's long distance. Somebody here is desiring to communicate, either you or the other person. And if you're not thinking about anyone, this is just saying that you want something to happen in your life. It's like you want some excitement, you want some momentum, you want some communication here. Okay. Sagittarius is next. Okay, we'll do the Saggy. Such a long name that I'm lazy to write it out. Oh, but that doesn't look good. Let's do that again. All right. Yes, I think I have some placements in Sagittarius. I'm not sure which, but yes, I have some Saggy in there somewhere. Some fire Saggy. All right. Let's see. For the Sagittarius, how does the Sagittarius show up? And oh my gosh. All right, here we go. So, enlightenment. This came out in reverse, but I'm not really doing reversals with this deck. So, I feel like some of you guys, you tend to show up as somebody who has a high vibration, somebody who is very enlightened, like you know what's going on. You could show up as very spiritual, but I just feel like you know what's going on, like you know what's up, and nobody's gonna get anything over on you here. I love that. This is solar plexus chakra. Number 2, what does a Sagittarius desire? What do you seek in a relationship? Oh, joy. We have joy. So this makes sense. You're definitely seeking someone who makes you feel good, somebody who makes you feel happy. Solar plexus chakra, the way to your heart is food. Number 3, the path of attraction for the Sagittarius. The path of attraction. What is the path of attraction for the Saggy crew? Oh, miracle. Wow. So this is all solar plexus chakra. So you guys are going to want to look into the solar plexus chakra, because I feel like that's going to be really important for you in your dating life. But yeah, I feel like a miracle for the path of attraction. I feel like some of you guys could think that you could have like a jaded view on relationships. For those of you, I think that you're just like, it's like something major, almost like, I'm almost hearing like, how do I explain that? Like an offer of love here, like a big offer of love, like a miracle, like something like a major event in your life here happening. It's gonna feel like a miracle that you found someone. However if that makes sense to you. All right, let's see what the outcome here is. Oh, perseverance. So some of you guys, I feel as though what you're searching for is seeking you. And I want to say that because I think some of you guys could be getting to the point where you want to give up. And that's why miracle came out, because I feel like some of you guys think it's going to take a miracle for me to meet someone who's going to make me feel good. And if you're feeling that way, don't give up. Keep going. Sacral chakra, because it's right around the corner. I'm telling you, it's right around the corner. And if you're in a relationship, you could feel as though it's going to take a miracle for you to get back to a good place. But persevere. Miracles can happen. All right, so the person on your mind, oh my God, it's already pulling some cards for you. There is somebody here who's feeling a little bit guarded, a little bit defensive. And some of you guys could simply be thinking about your family right now. You could potentially be having issues within your family, like maybe there's fights or arguments or disagreements within your family if you're single. But some of you guys, there is somebody who wants to fight for a relationship with you because they see the potential, okay? And some of you guys haven't met this person yet, so you could be having family issues or there could be some disagreements, but I feel like somebody wants to fight for this, especially because we have persevere here. So some of you guys, there is somebody who wants it all with you. Okay, so moving on. Sagittarius. Capricorn is next. Capricorn. Cappy. Oh. It's another sign that I don't really have a lot of planets in Capricorn. And I just don't. But because I have Cancer in my rising in tropical, I tend to get along with Capricorn risings. All right, so because that Capricorn and Cancer are the opposite signs. I don't know if you know this, but if you look up your sign and you look up your rising sign, and then you find out what the opposite sign is to whatever your rising sign is, it tends to be a lot of romantic compatibility with the person who has the opposite sign to your rising sign. I know that can be kind of confusing. Okay, so Capricorn, how do you guys show up in relationships? How does the Capricorn show up? I'm not going to say. How does the Capricorn show up? Whoa. I feel like you show up growth. Somebody who is very grounded. I feel like you show up as somebody who has a big heart space, somebody who's very grounded, somebody who's very mature with growth here, somebody who's looking for a relationship that you can plant seeds. You show up as somebody who wants a long-term relationship in general. Number 2, what are you seeking? What is the Capricorn seeking? What is the Capricorn seeking? What is the Capricorn seeking? Oh, balance. Some of you guys, you could be seeking marriage because we have, this is like courtship balance here. So I definitely think that you're seeking somebody who's mentally balanced, somebody who knows how to have a work-life balance as well. Okay, and number 3, the path of attraction for the Capricorn. Path of attraction. Whoa. Workaholic. Some of you guys could be seeking somebody who works as much as you. You could potentially meet someone at work. I think that the Capricorns that I know, work is really important. So you definitely, the path of attraction for you is to succeed in your work sector for some of you guys. All right, number 4, what's the outcome here? What's the outcome here? Perseverance, you got the same as Saggy. Keep going, keep going. You're almost there. Sacral chakra. All right, the person on your mind, and if you don't have anyone that you're thinking about, this is just going to be a general what's going to happen for you. The person on your mind. The person on your mind. Oh. I feel like there is somebody who is avoiding doing the work here. 7 of Swords. I would be mindful here that you're not attracting an avoidant personality. There is somebody here who's avoiding doing the work, and they could potentially be avoiding you. Okay, if you guys had an argument, if there is a particular person on your mind, this person could have avoidant attachment style, and they're just kind of doing their own thing right now. Okay, so we're gonna move on. We will move on to Aquarius. Aquarius. I'm at an hour. I've been going through these pretty quickly. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Where y'all at? How y'all doing? Aqua Crew. I do have Aquarius in my Sun in Vedic astrology, so that's fun. Aquarius. How does the Aquarius crew show up in relationships? How does the Aquarius crew show up in relationship? Expansion. This is the throat chakra. I definitely feel like you show up as somebody who's looking to expand their world. You're looking for like expanding your horizons, and because the Aquarius, you're very much like the humanitarians, so definitely somebody who's ready to make their world bigger. That's kind of how you're showing up here. And number 2 is, what are you seeking? What is the Aquarius seeking in a relationship? What do you desire? What do you seek? What type of relationship here? Ah! Wow. Okay, let me get that. Okay, so we have a miracle. Wow, that one went flying. I don't know how to interpret that one. But I'm gonna kind of interpret miracle as what you're seeking in a relationship as the way that I interpret mysticism. I feel like you're looking for something magical here, something that is otherworldly, something that's not basic. I feel like you want somebody who makes you feel special, like a relationship that feels special, and like the universe conspired to bring you guys together. Okay, let's see here. All right, number 3, the path of attraction. Hi, Dee Dee. How are you? What's good? I am going to be putting the timestamps up later, but I did have this little sign. Faith. You need to believe in miracles here. Some of you guys, I feel like, Aquarius, some of you guys could have been very jaded in your approach to relationships. And I feel like what the cards are saying here is have faith that a relationship can happen. Have faith in miracle. Believe in miracles. You can absolutely find love even though it's hard. Believe in it. Have faith in the universe. Some of you guys could be very religious, and if that's your thing, that faith is going to bring you together. But faith in the universe, faith in love, and believing in miracles, whatever that means to you. All right, now number 4 is the outcome. What's the outcome for Aquarius? Oh, Impartiality with the crown chakra. So the way that I see impartiality, if you're in a relationship with someone and you're having difficulties, be impartial. Being impartial will help you to compromise. If you're single, be impartial. When you meet somebody next, be open to compromise, and don't put everything, it's almost like don't try and see things from the other person's point of view, and that will help you. Also, when you first meet someone, be impartial. Be an impartial observer and let someone show you how they are. Don't make assumptions. Okay. All right, so the person on your mind, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? Oh, we already have a card coming out, the Awakening. So you're getting all these like spiritual cards. You have Miracle, you have Faith, and now you have Awakening. So some of you guys, this person is waking up to the connection with you. We have a snake on here. If there is someone in your life, I feel like they're having a realization about the relationship. If you're single, somebody here is going through a spiritual awakening. Now, that could be you. You could be going through a spiritual awakening. One more card and how they feel. And we'll do the Pisces. One more card and how does the person on your mind feel? That one went flying. Okay. Queen of Wands. This came out in reverse. Some of you, this person feels disempowered, okay? This person feels as though they could be very angry with you, and I feel like that's why the outcome here is to be impartial, okay? For some of you guys, this person is going through something right now. If you haven't met them yet, this anger, this frustration that they're feeling is being channeled into a spiritual awakening. Some of you guys, you could have had an argument with someone and they're upset with you. So, and it's leading them to a realization. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to go to the Pisces crew now. We made it to the end. Anybody still in the chat? And of course, I am going to put the timestamps up to make it easier for you if you want to watch after the live. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Pisces. I do have Pisces in my tropical. So I have that Pisces in my tropical. All right. That's my sun placement in the tropical zodiac. So how do you show up in relationships, Pisces? How does the Pisces show up in relationship? I'm not going to take that. How does the Pisces show up in relationship? Okay. Ooh. Some of you guys, I feel like you could show up as a drunk. If it isn't that you show up, because in this card, this woman is an angel and she's taking care of her drunk mother. If it isn't that you have a substance abuse issue, I feel like some of you guys could show up as codependent here in a relationship. As like overly giving, like too invested in the relationship. Okay, so I had to say about the drunk thing because everybody thinks that Pisces, all of you guys are drinkers. If it's not that you show up as somebody who likes to party, I feel like you could be in a position where you're always taking care of other people, where you sometimes get caught up in codependency. Number two, is what do you seek what do the Pisces seek in a relationship? What do you seek? What do you seek in a relationship? Gratitude. Somebody who appreciates you. This is the third eye chakra. So because you show up as somebody who's always ready and willing to help, always ready and willing to be there, I feel like you want somebody who appreciates the things that you do and the love that you have to give. Who doesn't want that, right? All right, number 3 is the path to attraction for the Pisces. The path to attraction. The path to, whoa! We have creation. Some of you guys, your creativity is gonna lead you to a relationship. This is the This is the crown chakra, which is your thoughts. So be creative. Be creative in your pursuits. If you're not artistic, employ creative methods to meet somebody here. Do things out of the box, okay? Now, number 4 is the outcome. So it's going to be your current relationship or just in general for your love life. Okay, so the outcome is perception. You're going to have a change in perception in the way that you view your partner or the way that you view your love life. That could be a really good thing. This is going to help you open your heart chakra. And what's on their mind? Somebody here is waiting to hear from you or waiting for you. Okay, this is a waiting energy. If you're single, you're just waiting for that right person. I'm going to get one more card of what's on their mind. What's on their mind? Oh, some of you guys, if you're thinking about a particular person, they could think that it's over, but they're still waiting on you. They could be feeling as though there's distance between the two of you. Some of you guys, I feel like you're waiting for a new chapter to start in your life here if you're completely single and not thinking of anyone. Okay, so we've reached the end of the line. How are you all? How are you guys doing out there? Where you guys at? What's going on? I hope that this reading elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. And I want to thank you all out there for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. And keep watching. Let me know what type of videos you guys want to watch. And I'm going to put up the timestamps for those of you who want to go back and watch. So I hope this reading elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. And I'll see you all later. Bye. Thanks for coming out.